It is a new term. It's called vamping, and it describes teens and adolescents so addicted to their electronics that they're just not sleeping. So Dr. Erin Stoll, a psychologist from the Family Center of Ellicott City, specializes with teens with electric addictions. She's here now to tell us, parents specifically, how do we break the teen from the vamping?
Okay, well, it's a big problem because kids are taking their electronics to bed at night. They'll say, oh, I want to listen to my music before I fall asleep, or they have lots of excuses. Well, one of the things that I recommend is get the electronics out of the bedroom at night. Have them charge them in a location where everybody knows where it is.
Like
even
a kitchen counter
or
something
parents'
like that.
bedroom, even if you don't trust them to keep it there on the counter.
Okay, so then if you keep it out there, that keeps the temptation away from them, because the vamping, I guess what's happening is they're sneaking their electronics in, parents think they're asleep, next thing you know, they turn on the screen and they just stay up the entire night.
Yeah.
But now a lot of the excuses some of the teens are saying is, you know what, this is school homework. I have to have this tablet because my school gives it to me, or this laptop, and I'm just doing research. How do they approach that?
Well, what we like to do is have parents set up a homework time for their kids every day, try to keep it the same time, and then this is when they have their computer for this time.
Okay.
They shouldn't try to be doing their homework that late at night. You should try and get it scheduled earlier in the day. Take a break when they get home from school and then get their homework started.
Okay, so now if a parent does realize that their teen is addicted, I mean seriously addicted to electronics, do they just cut them off cold turkey, or what's their first approach?
Generally, you want to start restricting it. You really want to monitor their behavior. However, because electronics are used so much for school, and it's the main way teens communicate with each other, it's pretty hard to just cut them off cold turkey, because you're cutting off those social relationships with their friends and their ability to do their homework. So what you want to do is really monitor the time and kind of keep time limits, and you may even want to use a timer with the kids.
Well, that brings me to the next question for you then. What do you recommend as a time for a teenager?
Well, the American Academy of Pediatrics says no more than 2 hours for children and teens every day of screen time. So that includes TV, phones, laptops, tablets.
Right.
Some teens will argue that it takes them 2 hours to do their homework and they're using their computer. So I would just say develop a screen time that works for your family, and talk to your kids about sticking with it.
Well, Doctor, thank you so much for coming in. Dr. Erin Stoll, thank you again. I appreciate that, and learning the lessons of vamping here. All right.